Hello and a very warm welcome. Driver ratings for the Singapore Grand Prix. All 20 drivers covered as we rate them out of 10 for their weekends. We saw a delayed start and a dominant performance by Perez. He is under investigation. As I record this, I've not seen any action. So, yeah, things could change regarding Perez. But regardless if the result changes, he's still going to get the same mark. So, yeah, let's jump into it. No bias, Lewis Hamilton, 0. What more can be said? He had a great qualifying in P3, but in the race, he got stuck behind Carlos Sainz. Frustration, went for it, hit the wall. 15-second pit stop, his race is ruined, and then he just really opens the door and lets Max through. Which, yeah, it was amateur stuff. Shocking by Lewis Hamilton. Absolutely awful. And yeah, I was not best pleased. George Russell, 0. His worst performance in a Mercedes. Yeah, gets knocked out in Q2. And then worst weekend ever. I mean, it's just poor. He's on the Inters. He's not really gaining much. So he goes for dries. Dries was the wrong option. Terrible by George. Yeah, he can probably have an off weekend given how consistent he's been. Yeah, not good. Carlos Sainz, 5. I only give him 5. Yes, he got a podium, but let's be real. If Max, Lewis or George were there, I mean, Lewis was faster than Sainz, but couldn't get past. P4 quali, and he got P3. He got a podium, but he didn't have the pace whatsoever. Quite a lucky podium. Charles Leclerc, 10. Pole position, finished second, put the pressure on Perez, then settle for second. Yeah, he didn't do much run this weekend. 9 poles already. Max, 6. Now, I have to give Max 6 because, yes, the team made the mistake in qualifying, but in the race, he was very fast at times, a lot of overtakes, but he made a couple of mistakes, and you've got to mark him down. The huge lockup he made. Yeah, that was like Max of when he first started at Red Bull. Like, too early, too soon, just patience. He had a good race, but a few mistakes in there. P7. Sergio Perez, 10. P2 in quali, wins the race. He won it at the start, controlled the race, held off Leclerc's push, and very impressive by Checo Perez. Now, if he does get a penalty, my 10 would not change at all. Lando Norris, 10. I mean, I've got to say, I'm not a huge fan of this guy, but he's so consistent this season. P6, and then he finishes P4. Huge points on Alpine in the Constructors, and the strategy was on point. Daniel Ricciardo, 8. Now, after his shit show in qualifying, I didn't think I'd be giving him 8. He qualified 17th, but yeah, the strategy's on point, and Ricciardo finished 5th. Yeah, just need to get me results. Where are we? Yeah, he did finish 5th. Just had to double check that. For some reason in my mind it was saying 6. Yeah, great strategy by McLaren. Gasly, 8. Qualified 7th. Finished 10th. He scores a point. Not much more to say on Gasly. 1'1", 0. Now, Yuki Tsunoda makes far too many mistakes. He's erratic. And for me, he's quite lucky to keep his AlphaTauri drive. I like Yuki Tsunoda, but I'm not deluded. He's lucky to keep his seat. He makes way too many mistakes. I mean, look at that. Qualifies P10. In the race, he was in the points. He went off. Then he went down to 12th. And then he put it in the wall. He makes too many mistakes at this level. And if he continues to do that, he will not be in F1 from 24 onwards. Bottas, 5, qualified 15th, finished 11th. Now that's average by Valtteri Bottas. We've got 6 retirements and he's still not in the points. Guan Yu Zhou, 5, P14 quali, and he got taken out by Latifi. which wasn't his fault. Latifi 0, qualified last, went up to 19th, and he put Guan Yu Zhou in the wall and takes a penalty into Japan. If I was Williams, I'd drop him now. Not till the end of the season, now. Alex Albon won. Yeah, he's not getting a free pass from me on this occasion. He qualified 18th and then driver error as he hit the wall in the race. It's fantastic that Albon is fully back healthy, don't get me wrong, but this is driver ratings. It's not, what's the word I'm looking for? Can't think of the word I'm looking for. Like, I'm brutal on driver ratings. I'm going to mark them. No, like, I can't think of the word, what I'm looking for. Like, cradling, like, or compassion for the rating. It's amazing to see him back, and I thought he was going to pull out after practice 1, but driver error, Alex Albon, 1. Lance Stroll, 10. P6, fantastic result, huge points for Aston Martin, and star of the race for me. Seb, 8, finished 8th, great defence on Lewis and Max, solid points for Aston. Magnussen, 5, qualified 9th, finished 12th. We've had 6 retirements, Haas should be getting in the points. Schumacher, 5, qualifies 12th, finishes 13th. We've got 6 retirements, he should be in the points. Fernando Alonso, 8. Felt quite sorry for Alonso. He qualifies 5th. He's running 6th in the race, looking on for good points, and then retires. Yeah, 350th start as well. Esteban Ocon, 0. Qualified 17th, shambolic, retires, poor weekend. So let's have the old countdown. 1, 2, we're looking for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we have it. Driver ratings for the Singapore Grand Prix. We've got Japan next week, haven't we? Yeah, straight into another Grand Prix. Looking forward to that one. That one's going to be an early start, Japan. Middle at night job. But that helps because I'll be able to react to qualifying and the race because I won't be at work in the middle of the night. Yeah. Quite enjoyable to go back to Singapore. I thought the race was going to be very poor at the start. It was a bit stale and then loads of mistakes. It was quite adventurous. Comment down below your thoughts. Driver ratings does divide opinion. I don't expect everyone to agree with my rating, but I think I'm quite fair on my ratings. Alex Albon, fantastic, he's back, but I've been brutal on him. Lewis Hamilton, my favourite driver, brutal. George, one of my favourites, brutal. 1'1", brutal. So, people say I favoritise drivers. It's so far away from the truth, it's unreal. Yeah. More people should be like me and just give a straight, genuine opinion. Yeah, treat all the drivers equally. Comment down below your thoughts. Do you agree with my ratings or not? Feel free to comment yours. Adios.